Welcome to Around a Round Table. This is the episode where your favorite guests from the Reg My podcast get together around a round table and talk about nothing and everything. I'm here with the normal guests. If you're a new listener, though, I'll let you know who they are because hopefully we have some new listeners. He's an 80s heartthrob, 1780s heartthrob, that is. It's Cam.
Yeah, I am. I wear a powdered wig every day, and I wear shoes with buckles on them exclusively.
Yeah. He's like the guy in that thing.
That's why they call
gets his head cut off.
Yeah, in the 1780s.
Yeah. We also have, he spells his name with 3 C's. It's Krager.
Krager.
Yeah. He's got a touch of the Willy Pinkles. It's Joe.
Can I get a definition of Willy Pinkles?
No, but I'll tell you, I gave Joe the Willy Pinkles. I'm your host, Jordan.
Wait, is it Pinkles or Pickles?
Pinkles.
Is your Willy pickling?
Willy Pinkles. I don't know what that is. It came to my brain, and I wrote it on this form.
This here paper.
That's a form?
Paper. This is a form.
It's the template.
Oh, guys. So I have a lot of things to talk about.
Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's
Jam-packed
start off.
episode?
Yeah, let's start off with something. First off, the brew interviews.
Yes.
You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So they called us out. I was listening to their podcast. They called us out and they go, Jordan in his podcast said, California's the best place ever. California sucks. New Hampshire's the best place ever. Robbie goes, I live in California and I grew up in New Hampshire, and California's like, you live in Northern California, you dick.
I will say, like, they do live in a very, like, nice racist area, so.
Yeah. No. In all honesty, though, I like this little podcast where we have going on.
Yeah.
Because they even said it on their podcast. We get more listeners than them. So what we say is the law.
It is the law.
No, but
It's
honestly,
the whole West Coast versus East Coast thing?
Exactly.
Bringing
Honestly,
it back
though,
to the
yeah.
90s?
honestly, though, Robbie, you haven't lived in Southern California. It's a whole different beast. A whole
Honestly,
different beast.
Where in NorCal does he live?
Like Gilroy or something.
Oh, like in Garlic Town,
yeah,
USA?
exactly.
honestly, it's like East Coast. Don't you mean, like, least coast? Am I
Oh,
right?
and West Coast is like the
Best
best coast,
coast.
bro. Dude, my puka shell necklace told me that.
I want to know what's so special about New Hampshire.
I bet you New Hampshire is lovely. I've never been there.
probably is
It probably
lovely.
is great. It's
It's
probably
better than
old.
It's better than Old
Old
Hampshire.
Hampshire. I don't like Old Hampshire.
Old Hampshire is terrible.
It's the Shire.
The Shire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Hampshire.
Hampshire.
No. I also I don't like Incord, but I like Concord. Where's Concord? That's not a state. That's a city.
state.
I heard it's
Is
a pretty.
Concord in New Hampshire?
I heard-
I don't know. Don't look at me and ask geography
I don't know. I
questions.
hear that they had a flight of some sort.
Oh.
I heard it was pretty great.
Speaking of, but Cam, you're the smart one. And speaking of being the smart one, I had someone write in and call you out from last week.
Bring it up. Let's go.
I love when people write in.
So, spear on Instagram.
Okay.
It's
Nice
supposed to be
name.
pronounced spear, like
Oh,
JR.
wrestling fan.
Yes. He has a podcast called What a Disaster Podcast. He said, hey, tell Cam he's dumb. The moon does rotate, so it's not always the same spot of the dark side.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. Let's look this up. Let's
your feelings.
Let's get the sheets out and put this thing to bed right now.
You know what?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong,
Look this
I will graciously back down.
Okay, I like that. You hear that? Spear.
I'm always
I
willing.
forget his real name.
I could concede defeat.
Yeah.
But he called you out, and I'm like, I don't have time to do the research, so I'm just going to tell Cam he got called out, and we'll do it live on air, because that's what we do.
And then we'll just tell him to get back. You don't know what's like that.
Get back. You don't know me. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Does the moon rotate?
This is what it says. The moon orbits the Earth once every 27,000. Oh no, the moon orbits the Earth every 27.322 days.
Okay.
It also takes approximately 27 days for the moon to rotate once on its axis.
Okay.
So
As
it
a
does
result,
actually move.
the moon does not seem to be spinning, but appears to observers from Earth to be keeping almost perfectly still.
Okay. So it does spin.
It does
spin.
rotate, just
Spear,
very slowly.
Spear. You know a lot about the moon. What are you from there? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
gotta be spear.
Yeah.
Spear.
You know what?
He's probably related to that one chick from Parents.
Exactly.
Spear. I am sorry for saying something incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
It is very rare.
Yes. Here at the
However-
Wreck My podcast, we do
however-
endorse Cam's words.
Yeah, however, I will concede. You are right. Spear.
You know what I actually found more interesting? He listened to our parents' episode.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Wow.
Would you
True fan there.
would you rather have your move called a spear or a gore?
A spear. I feel like the gore is just kind of like, meh.
I would rather have the gore.
I don't know. It's just because it's associated with rhino.
Well, gore just ends up on a spear.
And it also, like, then I'd just be thinking of inconvenient truths all the time.
Can I just call it
wouldn't-
the spore?
the spore? I'd rather have the spore because I'd be like a floating
Venusaur?
there.
You'd be able to. You'd be able to
Airborne
pollinate.
virus.
Yeah, I'd be able to pollinate. It'd
Airborne
be
virus.
great.
Just oddishing around everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. Oddishing. It's a verb. We're
No,
gonna oddish all over
your
the
your
place.
finishing move would be breathing on someone and then give them poison, they die.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're like the green mist, like Tajiri.
Oh, like
like
Tajiri.
Tajiri.
Oh, I love that guy.
Sure.
So another thing I want to bring up here is our Amazon link has not been rejected yet. Now, you may remember that I brought up the Amazon link and said, hey, they're
Screw
stupid.
Amazon.
Screw them. Never again. Well, we put up another Amazon link for something else, and it's still there. And I can't believe it's still there. So go use our Amazon link on our website, wreckmypodcast.com. What are you?
Yeah,
what's
what are you
the- what's the
doing?
song
I'm just
you're
making the
Oh, okay.
the
I
tense
thought you
build
were
up for you.
I thought you were going.
Oh, like from SpongeBob. No.
And then the last thing I want to bring up before we get into our normal segments here. Have you heard this Mr. Mime is Ash's dad theory?
No.
Okay, so there's a theory out there right now that Mr. Mime is Ash's dad. And let me tell you why they think that.
Okay.
One, we never see his father, so we don't have
Yeah.
confirmation of who the father is.
I
all
never
of
knew
them.
my father.
Like Kreger, Ash never knew his father. Two, Ash never ages. Like Pokemon never age, they only evolve.
So his mom fucked Mr. Mime.
Well, hang on, that's not all.
Oh.
Ash is really good at
Yikes.
communicating with Pokemon more than
Yeah.
anyone else.
Yeah.
Pikachu's initial reaction was to attack Ash, but he didn't do it to Misty or to Nurse Joy or anyone else.
Right.
Ash can always take the Pokemon attacks. Although Team Rocket does too, but they like blast off when
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
He takes it and he's like, okay, like a Pokemon would. And Mr. Mime is always on family vacations. And the most damning thing, hand on Mrs. Ketchum's thigh, right there. What is this shenanigans?
Man.
Look at that.
Even
placement.
Pikachu is like, what the hell's going on
And
here?
look, it's kind of like Ash is dead inside. He's realizing,
Yeah.
this is my father. And both of them have goofy, dumb mouths too.
Yeah.
Like
He
so,
inherited his
dude,
dad's
Ash
mouth.
is a little
Is
bit of a Pokemon.
Ash half Pokemon?
Ash may be half Pokemon.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, all right.
I feel a little gross about
I
it.
feel like the only way to come to that conclusion is you need to have a lot of hash.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and then we have. Okay, let's get into our real stuff here. And for people who don't care about Pokemon,
Yeah.
that whole thing went right over their heads.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason and Mindy.
Yeah. The
real
and
stuff.
Stephanie and David and other people.
Would you rather?
Okay, so guys, would you rather have to declare verbally and loudly every time you farted, which was a good segue, or every time you got an erection?
Erection.
Erection would just be constant.
I
have an
erection!
Yeah, constant.
Constant.
Yeah, constant.
What kind of weird Viagra blood do you have?
Yeah, I feel like the erection one isn't that bad. Like when you get an erection, it's usually like for a reason. Like maybe once
Sometimes
once
it's
every
not,
couple
though.
months. Like
I
once,
still get NARBs.
I don't
No
get,
reason boners?
I don't
No
get,
apparent reason.
yeah,
boner.
I don't get NARBs that often.
Yeah, I still
I get
NARBs.
them all the time.
Yeah, I get NARBs constantly.
Yeah.
Felt a cool breeze. I jizzed in my pants.
No, and that's when you know, you're just like NARB.
Yeah.
No, I feel like, okay, because here's the thing. If you have to announce every time you get an erection, that could, like, you're supposed to get an erection, right? Like, and that's not gross and smelly. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like, I'm there. Like, you know, like, hello.
Daddy's home.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, when you're like, I farted, there's no way to, like, play that off.
And also, what happens when you have like the machine gun farts? Like the brrr, like
I farted.
I did.
Like, Brussels sprouts and broccoli would be gone out of my diet. Like, these
Cam
things.
could never eat cheese again.
No, never eat cheese
Anything
again.
dairy. Though I feel with farts you can control them. Like you can hold it
Not
in.
always.
You can't really hold in a boner.
That's true.
Yeah, but even
Yeah, you can with your jeans.
but still, like even
Your
if you
waistband.
even if you walked away and held it in and made your sneaky fart, you'd be like in your house and like maybe your roommate's there and they just hear from like the bathroom like, oh, I farted.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, I guess it's
like
gotta be
how?
loud.
Well, I guess announcing you have to like.
You know what? I'm going to say farted, though, because here's the bad thing. What if Cam, during a class, had to
Exactly.
go, I have an erection.
Yeah, I would
in
rather
his class.
proclaim my farts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Think about the
same.
Yeah, on-
scenario.
I
can get-
you
think
walk
about
into
outward.
you walk
There's
to a
no-
park where kids are playing. You're like, I have an erection. Because to be honest, at some
Yeah.
point in your life, you're getting a no reason boner in the most
Okay, you,
bad
area.
area.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
sold me because there's no situation where like saying I just farted is gonna like screw over your life.
It's not going
There
to
is-
send you
no.
to prison.
It takes it takes just one bad I have an erection to ruin your life.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you
true.
just turned the tables
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was already on the fart side,
Oh,
but
how the
but
turntables have turned.
But still, I think that shouting that you have an erection is never safe.
Also,
for
it'd
me.
be such a turn off. Like, imagine going
I
out-
have an
out-
erection.
Like, I guess it doesn't matter for any of us, but like, imagine if you're single and like going out on a date, and then like when you're going back to her place or your place or whatever, you're just like, I have an erection. Although if
It
everyone
worked for
did
McLovin.
that's true.
What if you
I
have?
have
what
a
if-
boonie.
I have a
what-
boonie.
all you have to do is get one of those like medical bracelets, and just on there it says like, and whenever
Tourette's.
I get erection, I say I have an. or
Oh,
Tourette's. Yeah.
Tourette's.
All you have to do is say you have Tourette's, and you're fine.
I like that. Just go the Tourette's route.
Yeah. either way. No, actually, that might bring you back to the erection
No,
side.
nothing's bringing me back to the erection side.
Because if you just say I have Tourette's, you can hide a boner pretty easily.
Yeah.
You can't hide a fart very easily.
Aren't you guys glad I didn't try and find a visual representation for my Would You Rather question this week?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Just kidding. Here's my boner.
You
I
should've
do
got-
have something to say at the table right now,
Yes. I have a boner.
That's why he
good.
has one hand on the table.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
It's really cold.
Sorry.
I'm like toasty.
I'm cold.
Do you guys want to pop open that 3-year-old beer so
Yeah.
that we can do this
Yeah.
for our next segment here?
Yeah.
Let me bring us into that segment. The next segment is called
For sure, Krager.
Beer
For
Review
sure.
Segment.
All I wanna do is drink beer for breakfast. All I wanna eat is them barbecue chips.
Well, we don't have any barbecue chips, but we do have a beer.
This smells so good.
We'll pour it out into our glasses for
Yeah.
us.
What
Has
you doing?
anyone-
Hogging it
Oh
all.
no, it's gone.
You're gonna hog it?
It's
Has
gone.
anyone here in college times ever had burial?
Nope.
I've had
I-
it once, but
Dude,
it was after
you're
college.
like, you're like Nostradamus today. I have something about cereal later that we're going to
Really?
talk about. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of burial.
Yeah, I don't think I would be either.
But in a pinch, sometimes you go for it.
Could you do
I did have an imperial ale once.
An imperial.
Well, we're drinking an imperial ale
Yeah.
right now, actually. It's an imperial coffee porter.
Jordan,
That-
have you ever had a shower beer?
No.
Oh, you have to.
I don't.
How have you never had a shower
Because
beer?
I'm scared the water's going to get in
It
the
won't.
beer.
It's such a Jordan
I know.
reasoning.
That is my reasoning.
I also like that you chose scared.
Yeah, I'm
As your
scared. I'm
adjective.
scared of a lot of weird things,
I'm the
guys.
scared man.
Seriously, though. If
No,
I,
it's just like, ah.
if I had a shower beer, it would literally be just my beer sitting outside the shower curtain. Every time I want to take a drink, I'd have to
You'd probably stick your entire
stick my
head.
head out. Yeah, that's be my shower
Oh, no,
beer.
shower
It's
beer is
not too
magical.
refreshing.
It's the
I'd have a bath beer. That sounds
I've
relaxing.
had a bath
When was
beer.
the last time you took a bath?
Like a few months ago. Like
I
wasn't
can't
feeling
fit
well.
in a bathtub, so
Lucky for me.
I may have been
I'm
like
short.
6.
yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, 6 months ago.
You've never like if you like been really sore, like taking a hot bath or like a cold bath or something like that.
Dude,
like,
No.
There's a whole half of the bottle left. Why are you
Why
like?
are we doing it this
I'm
way?
like- I thought there
It's
was
the
like,
longest
it's-
pour.
No, it's funny because like he gave like a little pour into that one glass there, and I was like, oh, it must be empty or whatever. I'm like, there's still half of a bottle there.
I'm a perfectionist. I like
Okay.
things to be.
It's okay. If I have an ounce or two less, I'm not gonna kill you, Krager. It's all good. Just kidding, guys. I'm gonna kill him.
Plus, there's
I'll kill you.
something about a bath that just doesn't seem appealing to me.
No,
Well,
but see,
I don't like
take a
sitting in
shower
my own
afterwards.
filth.
It's sitting in my own dirt water.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
that's
like
why
that.
you take a shower and then you get in the bath to relax.
Yeah.
I literally only do it when I'm not feeling well because it like helps relax my muscles.
I'm too big to fit in a bathtub.
Well, that
so
would- yeah.
if I do want to sit and like relax in the shower, I will turn the shower on and sit on the floor of the
that
shower.
just sounds like you're going through an existential crisis.
That's my whole life.
I
dude.
guess that's true.
Yeah, but I will sit in the hot water because I can't like submerge myself.
Yeah,
I just have
that
to
makes
let it
sense.
soak.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right, so what do we
Let
do,
it
guys?
soak.
Before we take a
Let
sip,
it
let
soak.
me tell you guys what this beer is before we take a sip here. So this beer is provided to us.
Will not yield.
This beer is provided to us by my wife, Madison.
Oh, thanks,
Like a
Madison.
month or two ago, she brought some beers
my
home
wife.
and said that she talked to the guy at Michael's, and the guy at Michael's said that this is an amazing beer. So this is from 2016
Okay.
from a brewery called Tappet Brewing Company.
That's when I
in
graduated grad school.
Pull it.
Yeah, no,
Flick it.
bop it. They're from Slow, so we have another Slow that's San Luis Obispo for those of you. Another beer. It's not a mentally challenged beer, Joe. So this is called Cafe Noir.
Ooh, I
by
like the name.
Tappet Brewing. It's an imperial coffee porter. It's 9.3 alcohol by volume. Let me read this here for you real quick. It says an imperial coffee porter barrel aged 8 months.
It's a
in
portal?
Pinot Noir barrels. So 8 months
cool.
in Pinot Noir barrels from the California Central Coast, then cold infused with a blend of locally roasted coffee hand selected by Tappet's brewing team.
Nice.
That was added just before bottling for the freshest of coffee flavors. We
Interesting.
fermented this whack job of a beer at a slightly higher temperature to lend the warmth and mouthfeel of a hot toddy. With the seasonal temperature changes of the 8 months of barrel aging, we believe this imperial porter gained the nuances of an old ale and some of its malt character and body. So the color is a dark reddish brown. The head is an off-white. The aroma is coffee over ripe berries, oak, and plum. Do you guys get that?
Oh, I haven't even tasted it yet.
Oh, wow. That coffee is so
It
strong. on
smells
that.
amazing.
The mouthfeel is rich, round, warming. The upfront is coffee, slight alcohol, and roasted malts, and the finish is a warm, dry oak with balanced sweetness. So, guys, what do you think? And I aged this an additional 3 years.
okay.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
is
pretty funny.
delicious.
The smell. I can't
something-
get over the smell.
Yeah, the
of
smell
it.
is so inviting.
There's something in it that rubs me the wrong way.
Oh my god, are you kidding? This is amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
This is like the best thing. Oh, now here's my question. Do you think this would taste the same? What happened? Keep going. Did you almost die over there?
Wrong tube.
Yeah, wrong tube.
Oh,
Yeah, he put it in the wrong hole.
do you guys think this would taste the same if we would have opened it in 2016 when it was
No,
bottled?
it wouldn't be
It
as
would have
strong.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been worse.
yeah. So this aging of 3 years is insane. And
Yeah.
I think only one other beer have I aged this long. The beer that Joe and I bought, was it Joe and I or Craig?
Yeah.
No, it was Joe and I.
Yeah.
We bought a beer from
Firestone Walker. Double barrel. Double. It was a
No, it was
double,
a barrel aged double.
No, it was a double DBA. So it was a double barrel aged.
Yeah.
So a quadruple
Ale.
barrel.
Yeah, it was
aged
something
ale.
crazy, and when we bought it, the guy said age this for up to 5 years, and it's amazing. And we aged it for about 3.5 years, and we drank it at my bachelor party.
Fun fact.
Oh, I forgot about
So
Yeah.
I still had my bottle of that, which I finally
dad-
drank
No, didn't
just
your
a
dad-
few months ago.
Oh wait, how did it taste comparatively?
It was incredible.
Yeah,
It was so good.
because I remember I didn't like the one at my bachelor party as much as this one, but it was also like a different beer. It tasted more like
Yeah.
a barley wine. It's kind of what it tastes like to me. Where
Yeah,
this tastes like an
this-
imperial porter with a tad bit of plum.
I got a lot more plum on the nose than I do in the actual body of the beer.
Well, the other one wasn't a porter either, though.
No, you're right. It wasn't.
So, I mean, this one, you get all the coffee,
Yeah.
you get all the...
And to speak to that, the plum, I get it a lot more in the breath after
Oh,
it's
after?
gone and I'm breathing out.
Yeah.
I get a lot of the plum in that. So maybe this is a beer that Mindy and Stephanie Modell
Yeah, because
would
it's
want to
aged
do,
in the
'cause
Pinot Noir barrel.
Pinot Noir barrels
Mindy's
for
a
your
Modell?
bitches whining. No, Stephanie Modell and Mindy McVeigh
Kaling.
Galbraith. Kaling. Mindy Kaling. It's weird. Jason's married to Mindy Kaling. Yeah. She's a lot whiter than she looks on TV.
I know.
So this beer is delicious.
the bottle.
I like
so cool.
this beer.
So cool. That's like what my doodles look like.
I know. I was thinking
Yeah.
that looks like
And
something
the
you
next
would
beer
draw.
we're going to have after this a little bit later, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Later.
Local,
Moving
local.
into our next thing. What is this? A
Segment.
Segment.
I almost said episode. Yeah, segment.
Girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems and the bitch ain't one.
So this is #problems, where we come to you with our problems that probably shouldn't be problems. Guys, Do you have any problems this week?
Everything Donald Trump has ever done. Next.
Did he do something specifically this week that you don't like?
Yes. He
was like, "Hi."
He has a rape allegation again, and his
He collects those things like stamps.
his reasoning for claiming that he did not rape her was he said she's not even my type.
That sounds exactly like what he would
Yeah,
say.
That totally sounds like something you
Isn't
would
that
say.
repugnant?
That's,
'Cause
wait,
you
hold on.
know-
That's not a valid argument.
No, in
Nope.
the court of law, that is a valid argument.
Is
Oh,
it?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In the court of dumb.
In the court of dumb.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it
I
was.
think he's
Different
innocent,
court.
so-
Different
Yeah,
court.
he's got to be right because he said so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably our greatest president since like Lincoln, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I
Easy.
thought.
I mean, greatest civil
Okay,
rights
that
president.
That hurt
since
me
Lincoln.
so bad to say yep, even in jest. That made my stomach.
Why would you ingest
Well,
it?
then, yeah, you shouldn't. You
Oh,
shouldn't.
that hurt. I
You,
get-
you should take
recant-
some
recant.
beans.
that
He's
statement.
gonna have to say he farted pretty soon.
Yeah.
We'll get you some Beano.
Thank you. I need Beano on the daily.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees Donald Trump's just like a not great guy.
Pig person.
He shouldn't be president, in my opinion, but whatever.
Yeah.
I
all-
try-
People voted for him, so
I-
what can you do?
I've done a good job in my voting years to not say anything negative about presidents, even if I do not like them.
yeah.
So
I just think it's weird that we voted that guy into presidency. I
I
don't
didn't
know.
vote for him.
Yeah.
all I want is the PP tape, guys. That's all I want in my
The
life.
PP tape,
Do you guys
guys?
know about the alleged PP tape?
No, I want to know
When
about
he
the
was in
PP tape.
Moscow, there's rumors that there's a tape of him getting prostitutes to pee on him, and it's recorded.
Oh, he reverse R. Kelly'd.
And yeah, and he made sure
The Kelly R.
the Kelly R, the good old Kelly R. He made sure to do it in the
fire.
exact same suite that Barack and Michelle stayed in, so that they
my
could pee
God.
all over the bed while he was in it. And that's the
Oh my god. That's like having to have sex in your parents' bedroom.
yeah. It's the alleged
Not
thing.
that we've ever done that.
Yeah, no, I never have. And that's the alleged thing, right?
Yeah.
That happened. And all I want is the PP tape so bad.
That's
I just
so
want
funny.
the PP tape. I don't even care if he's president again. I just want the fucking PP tape. I do care if he's
think you
president
need to
again,
say
but I want the
PP
PP
tape
tape.
a couple more times.
PP tape. PP tape. PP tape.
I like the PP tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
That's the name of the episode, PP tape?
I think PP tape.
Is that like duct tape?
PP tape.
Yeah, but for your PP.
Yeah.
You know how
That
girls
sounds painful.
So
That's when you tuck
that's
it back.
cock
No,
tape,
no.
not duct tape.
Girls have the
pasties?
the
Boob
boob
tape.
tape.
Boob
Yeah.
tape.
We have,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah,
PP
boob tape to keep them in like
Boob
a dress.
tape.
that
We got
doesn't have
PP tape.
straps.
PP
PP
tape.
tape.
Yeah, PP tape.
So that we don't have to yell, I have an erection. Okay, who else has
Oh, that
a
would hurt
hashtag?
going
Has
from-
this ever happened to you? Have you had to shout, I have an erection at a playground? Try new Wreck My Podcast, PP tape.
I wanted to be like those infomercials.
Billy Mays here.
Yes, I wanted to be like
No.
infomercials.
Willie Mays here.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
I think we just discovered our first sketch.
Yeah, I think I need to write that down. It's going to be a sketch, too.
Clara, did you have to say something? Nope. You just stood up and stared at me.
This is good radio.
Clara doesn't like we're talking about
she
erections
just
so
She
much.
also, she also missed the
No,
entire
no,
section.
Oh.
no. She just forgot what you looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah, she
fine.
had to remind herself.
Yeah.
Guys, do you guys have any hashtag problems besides Cam?
I have one that's like making me really frustrated, but I can't talk about it, and it's confidential
Confidential in nature or
in nature.
Like outside?
intriguing?
No, it's just really frustrating.
Okay. Well, Joe, do you have one?
It's frustrating.
Do you want to talk about it?
Frustrating.
Do you
What
want frustrating?
It's from
Do you want
Beer Fest.
Do you want to?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to talk about it later, big guy? I'm here for you whenever you need me.
Yeah, we can talk about it later.
Okay. So Krager has a secret hashtag problem, which
It's
is
great, listener.
It's a special $50 Patreon
Yeah.
tier. Joe, do you have
It
one?
goes to me to get over my problems.
Yeah.
In
Do you have
true
one,
Joe
or is
fashion, I don't have
life
a
is
hashtag
great?
problem.
Well, I have a hashtag problem that's going to affect all you guys.
Uh-oh.
I apologize to bring you this news.
It's the last episode of Wreck My Podcast ever.
That
would be
we're ending.
horrible.
Yeah,
If
I
we
just
were-
said
if we
did it that way, yeah.
If we were doing
See you
like my
guys,
podcast,
and then you just
Yeah.
start.
No. Yeah, I would do it on hashtag problem for sure.
Yeah.
No, in 2021, The Office will be leaving Netflix.
Yep.
So what do we even have Netflix for anymore?
Wait a minute. Weren't
there's sediment.
okay?
Is there
but
sediment?
they tried doing
I
that
got the last
for
pour.
Friends, and there was backlash, and they're like, "Okay, we'll do it again."
But
NBC
there's
took
no
it for
amount-
their
yeah.
new streaming
There's
service.
no amount of money they
'Cause
can
they have
throw
a
can
away.
people
license for it.
stop making streaming services?
Also-
Yeah, wait, there's too many.
Also, I don't understand how this works, but the I don't know how to pronounce it, but the GIF app on the iPhone, they are now
Giphy?
No, it's
GIF.
No, it starts with a T.
Gift.
They now have.
Tip.
They said they are streaming it's how you send gifts on the iPhone.
Yeah.
They are now streaming, The Office.
T9 words.
No, God,
Yeah, I know.
What?
Okay, they're streaming The Office. Why are they?
I don't
how
know
are they streaming The
how.
Office?
I don't know how they can.
Via GIF.
I don't know how.
That would be amazing if I just sent you
Sent
an
you
episode.
episodes?
No,
that
there
would be
you go.
awesome.
How long would that take to send?
I looked up the article and I still didn't understand how it worked.
Well, here's the thing about streaming services. You're gonna be way too many of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All that's gonna happen is that we're gonna see in the next 5 years, instead of paying for cable, you're gonna be paying for bundles of streaming services.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Like-
end up being more expensive.
It's gonna be the same exact thing. Like it's
But-
so pointless and stupid. Just give us content.
But are they going to use Twine?
I actually don't get it. I missed
Bundling.
it.
Bundling
oh my
together.
God.
I think
Wow.
I think all I
Oh,
want
I missed.
is Netflix, HBO, Disney,
Disney for
and possibly ESPN.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Espen.
No, I need WWE. I need
So I could do
actually
without
maybe I
that
won't.
one.
Maybe I'll just need AEW. But I mean, like, there's so much good television out there too. I don't know. It's stupid. I hate it. Anyway, I also have a story for you guys.
Let's do it.
You want to hear a story? Oh, cool. Because it's story time.
Yeah.
With Wreck My Podcast. That's us. That's Wreck My Podcast.
Yeah.
So I mentioned this story on my Instagram account. Check me out at BS and Craft Beer. And I was walking my dog with my wife about a week ago.
Walking my
About a
dog.
week ago.
Right. And so a guy is crossing the street, and this guy looks completely normal. Blonde hair.
Oh, this story.
Nice guy.
Blue
right?
eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Large penis.
He was, yeah, I got an erection.
Announce it.
And so I got an erection. So I'm walking my dog, and the guy, and
My dog.
I didn't think this guy, because you know how normally you see some weird people,
Yeah.
and you're like, they're gonna ask me something, or they're gonna
Yeah.
ask for money or whatever.
Yeah.
Did not get that vibe at all. And the guy was counting money in his wallet before he was waiting to cross the street for the light to turn,
Right,
and we were
right.
walking the other direction.
Who counts their money
And
at
so,
cross
well,
sections?
because I thought he was going over to where there was like a donut
pros-
shop over
the
there, chop
prostitute
stops
shop?
over
Just, like,
there.
seeing how much he
there's like
had.
yeah, like how much he had for like a meal, because there's like food stuff over there, you know. So I'm walking it, and all of a sudden he turns and he goes, "Hey, I gotta ask you, like." You know, and he starts rambling about like, the British invasion or the British incursion is happening, and like he starts spouting off all this weird stuff. He goes, "I know it sounds like super cheesy, but I feel like General Custer right now, and I don't even want to be asking you for this, but like the troops are there, and we just need support for the British incursion, and if you could just provide like food and water for the troops, but like money would be best." But and he's saying these weird things that they're words that make sense, but not in the
Do they,
structure,
though?
not in the structure he's putting them. You know, so
He definitely didn't get that cleared through LA City.
no, so like I'm sitting here,
Weak structure.
and thanks, Gregor. And Madison has been slowly inching away this whole time, so she's now like a good 20 feet that way, right? And I'm still standing there,
Typical.
literally with a bewildered look on my face, trying. I'm like, did
comprehend?
I have a stroke and I'm just not understanding what you're saying, or what is going on right now? And so I said, "No, sorry, I'm good," or something like
yeah.
that, and like left. But he started getting like anxious and like visibly upset and almost crying when we weren't listening to what he was saying. So I started feeling bad because
Yeah.
I'm like, one, you're a little crazy right now. And I don't know. I don't want my wife around what's going on here.
Right, right.
Did you ask him where he got his drugs?
But then that was my thing. Is like I feel bad because maybe this dude was just on
Tripping.
such a crazy trip, and he is trying to convey this but can't get the words out.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I feel kind of bad now. But I'm like, if I was alone, maybe I would have tried to do something like, hey, can I
Well-
take you somewhere or get you something? But like, I don't know. He was just so like very much sporadic too that I
Yeah.
was like, no.
he's
this isn't
either
happening.
on drugs or he has no shame and is thinking of new ways to get money.
Well, I was
Or-
thinking he's like a prank
But did he ever
video
ask you
thing
for money?
He did. He said, because he said water, food for the troops, or money would be best.
He could have also had like some kind of mental issue,
That too.
right? Like he could have had schizophrenia.
Yeah.
He could have been on drugs and had schizophrenia.
Yeah.
He could be a clever guy trying to mess with somebody, but
Yeah.
you know,
But
I
he was a
think-
good actor if that.
Yeah.
I really hope he's listening
Unbelievable.
right now.
Yeah,
I
he probably
know, right?
is.
Yeah, I know, and it was just after I had watched A Beautiful
Patriot?
Mind. No, A Beautiful Mind. So I'm like, schizophrenia. Like this dude is like paranoid schizophrenic
good
right
movie.
now. It is a good movie. So yeah, that was my story. You guys have a story or?
Yeah, I've got one.
What's up?
This morning, Clara and I decided to make homemade dog treats for our dogs.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
You guys
So-
have dogs?
She has her at her parents' house. She's got a little French bulldog named Gus's Barbecue the dog.
Wee wee.
Nice.
And then we made them for Olive and brought some treats to Olive.
All I'm hearing is
Thanks.
that you guys are pretty much prepared and ready for Dog Day.
You son of a bitch.
That's Dog Day.
What's Dog Day?
No, we're not talking about Dog Day.
You can't say Dog Day around Clara.
No.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
It's a forbidden word.
No.
also,
It's not D-Day.
I have a dog. Joe lives with a dog, and we didn't get any treats.
Clara,
I don't know who he is.
Clara,
he
we
just lives there.
We need to make we need to make more treats for Ellie and Stony Baloney.
Stony Baloney.
Dude, Bailey just barfed the other day on the couch.
Dang.
Like out of nowhere. She was fine, just chilling, and all of a sudden she stands up and is like, "Bleh." I'm like, what the heck?
I also have a that is
No
weird.
dry heave or anything. Just
Just
opened
a
her mouth
puke.
and there it
Puke
was.
came
Yeah.
out. I also have another story. We were Claire and I were driving down to go visit my sister, and
My sister.
I was holding her hand, and like her hand was like on my leg. Yeah,
Very
but
tightly, no blood circulation.
yeah. But we were stopped on Sunset Boulevard because my sister lives in Echo Park, and this guy crosses the street like jaywalks. It's like a kind of like a chubby man in like a really tiny wife beater holding a pink backpack.
Oh, you
and he's
saw
like,
me.
and he's like jogging, and like his whole body is jiggling, and he has like a big old blunt behind his ear, and then he like looks in the car. He's like, "Hey, thanks for stopping," right? And then he runs past my driver's side window, looks inside, and sees that we're holding hands, and he goes, "Ooh, get a hand job."
That's awesome. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That guy, my spirit animal.
That's awesome. Ooh, I have a story.
Tell me your story.
So I have like the coolest girlfriend ever.
Who is she?
Her name is Smorgasbord.
What is her name and what does she do?
Her name is Morgan Burton. And so she told me like for my birthday she bought me and her and I
Dogger tickets.
Dodger tickets for this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And so and we drive there, and I show up and like she even like was spilling her beer on the way there. So I'm like, "Oh, I'll grab your beer." So I was carrying the beers and we're going to our seats, and like so I'm looking down.
Yeah.
So, so I can't see where I'm going. Just I need to look down so I don't spill any more beer.
Yeah.
And then someone yells at me, and I look up, and she surprised me and organized the whole thing.
Everyone but me was there.
Yes. So Cam, Clara, Joe, Kate, Kyle, and Cassie were there, and we all had a row, and it was really awesome. I had no
that's
idea.
super
It was like a
awesome.
great
Yeah.
surprise. And apparently she invited you to go.
Yeah, I
and-
did get invited.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
I bought you beer for
no,
your birthday.
no. I totally have no problem with you
Yeah,
not going. That's not
yeah.
your jam, so it's fine.
No, it's not my jam. I'm more of a peanut butter guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you were there and Madison were there, I'd be like,
I would have been, I would have been annoying the whole time. I'd be like, "What's going on?
Yeah,
Did he hit the thing?
you can see when he
Is
hits
this,
the thing.
Is this good? No, not normally.
Hey, Jordan, do you remember when we went to a Dodger game and we were getting blown out? So we decided to look up the hashtag Dodgers on Instagram
Yes.
and try to find the people in
people?
the stands that were
Yeah.
tagging themselves at the game.
It was funny because we were sitting there with our friend. Was it
Andy.
Andy?
It
Our
was
friend
Andy.
Andy, and we look, and there's this girl
With a yellow hat. Fedora
and we go,
looking
"Where do you
thing.
think she is?" And Andy goes, "Doesn't even look."
Yeah,
points
he's like,
backwards,
"Oh, she's back
right there." And we all look back, and she was right there. Like, how did you know? It's like I
Oh.
saw her when we got
I
here.
totally forgot. I do have a hashtag problem.
What's your hashtag problem?
So
oh wait,
the-
now we got to do. No, I'm just kidding.
So the second biggest Dodger fan at the table left before the game was over.
Yeah, but food was on the table. That's allowed.
I know. I'm just giving him shit because I never leave when there's extra innings, and there was a walk-off by Verdugo.
Yeah,
in his defense,
don't let
wasn't
the
he
kid get
still
hot.
in the park when that happened?
I never.
But also,
leave.
Yeah.
I will give Kim this. I will follow up my hashtag problem with him leaving early with thanking him because his sister is a jinx, so she left, and as soon as she left, they won.
There you
Yes.
go. It's all for the greater good.
Yes, my
All for the
sister is
greater
a
good.
major
Like,
dog.
And I would say I never
Oh.
leave. I never leave and if there's extra innings either. I'm always out by the 5th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move into this next segment where we do Patreon question stuff, right?
Yeah, we
and
need to get a jingle for this.
we do. I was gonna do it, but I got busy today, so it
Sounds
didn't
like
happen.
a job for the
You-
sex
Turtles.
turtles.
Yeah, if sex turtles want to give me a
You
jingle.
are our patrons, my friend. Bum, 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 bum. You keep on paying to hear us. We give you content. You give us money. We make the content for your little eardrums on the web.
Oh my God. Okay, if you're
And we
still with
lost
us after
everyone.
Hey, I made that up on the spot.
You did. Good job. You're a classic Weird Al Yankovic.
Thank you.
So Cole
Oh.
wanted us to do a topic,
Where's
and
he
I
from?
said, "No, Cole. We'll talk about it on the podcast, but I'm not doing that topic."
Where is he from?
He's from Cole Finn Enterprises.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
That Cole.
That Cole. He said, "Why don't you do an episode on fighting with my family?" It was pretty good. Here's the thing. I think I'm the only one that saw Fighting with My Family. It's the Page
Yeah, I
movie
can see
about
it,
WWE.
yeah.
I did not think it was good. I don't know how we could sustain a whole episode on that. So here's my question.
Probably better than parents.
We could
We're
probably
not-
rant about it.
Well, we're not going to talk about Fighting with My Family because you guys haven't seen it. What we're going to talk about is the
Penis game.
women's evolution
Yeah.
and who our favorite women's wrestler are right now and who our favorite were back in the day.
Pink hair looks the hottest right there.
Wait, where's
Yeah,
Pink
look at
hair?
Alexa
her.
Bliss.
Oh,
That's
Alexa Bliss, yeah.
I am blissful.
Did
for
you
her.
watch the Alexa Bliss 365?
No, I didn't.
It was pretty boring, but
Yeah.
I love Alexa Bliss so much.
Is that Paige on the
She
end?
is my favorite.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
She's
Paige over there.
awesome.
Alexa Bliss is my favorite, so I watched it and smiled the whole time because she is the most adorable human being in the world. But Alexa Bliss,
I am here for Alexa Bliss.
yeah, she is my favorite women's wrestler because she is so good on the mic.
So good.
So good. And in real
Does
life,
that mean she knows
she's
her way
really
around
nice.
the shaft?
So, Krager, turn
Yes.
on incognito mode and just Google search Alexa Bliss.
There you go. And she did confirm in 365 she has a boob job, which
Hot
I
tip right
called.
there.
You did
I
call.
call. But she's had it since she was 17.
Oh,
Okay.
But it's
yeah.
because recently she
That's
had
my
a 10-year
girl.
update and she went
Okay.
bigger. And
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, you
I
were
was,
right.
I was like, her boobs got bigger.
Yeah.
Like what the heck happened?
It's actually really funny. Someone that I know,
Hi.
Bathroom time.
they got a boob job, but no one told.
Not
no one like said anything. And so I remember one time, just like I went to like a pool event, and they were
Yeah.
there, and I'm like, okay, I can't look, but I know they're bigger.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Struggle. So guys, who's your favorite wrestler?
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
Alexa
Alexa
Bliss.
Bliss is Krager.
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
Well,
I thought
she's
you were
my
gonna say
second favorite,
Becky
only
Lynch.
because
Nah.
we're getting divorced. So
Yeah. Yes. Is Becky Lynch even up there?
She's not on the photo, you know.
Wow. Talk about getting shafted. That's bad. And now she's champion. Becky 2 belts, now 1 belt. Becky the man. No one's going to go for Mickey James over there?
Don't like Mickey James.
who's Mickey
No.
James?
The one with like the weird
denim pants
jeans
in the boots.
lady.
I can't tell.
Nah.
Nah, I don't like
You know
Mickey.
that we're not judging them. We're
Not
on
from
their
the
looks.
Yeah.
Well, see,
who they
maybe
are.
well,
you guys
You have to you have to remember, I know nothing about
That's
these
true.
women.
That's
so
true.
the only thing I can judge them on
Yes.
is their exterior beauty.
That's true.
And all of them are beautiful.
That's
They
true.
are
They
very
all
beautiful.
That's a lie.
No, they're
That's
all
not true.
beautiful.
They're pretty much all beautiful.
Actually, yeah, they're all.
They all got
Yes.
like 6 pounds of makeup on. Of course, they're like
Yeah.
on TV.
See,
Yeah.
that's honestly one of my biggest turnoffs is
Is makeup?
Is a lot of makeup.
And you like Alexa Bliss? She wears more makeup than anyone.
In this photo, you cannot see.
I guess you can't, but like
That Google
she wears
search, though.
So much.
She has,
Google
she has the cutest face in this photo.
Who was your favorite back in the day, guys?
I really liked Beth Phoenix.
Ooh, Beth.
Who was the one who had
Phoenix,
the
Glamazon.
Yeah, the
who was the one who
Glamazon.
had the clip penis?
China.
China. Yeah,
I hated her.
she was good in the ring.
Alexa Bliss now, for sure.
And
But
who before?
then,
Stacy Keibler,
oh, it's tough. It would either be
Tori Wilson. I already know the way. I already know where he's going.
Well,
I already know where
Jordan
he's
knows
going.
what I like, so
Yeah,
it's
I know what he likes.
it's either Stacy
He
Keibler
pleasures
or
him
Tori
on the
Wilson.
daily.
However,
I have an
another one,
erection.
yeah, for real though. Another one that was great at wrestling, just for her high acrobatic stunts,
Yeah.
was Lita.
Oh,
Oh,
Lita
yeah,
was my
Lita
favorite.
was awesome.
Mostly because she was a part of Team Extreme.
Yeah, Team Extreme, Hardy
and
Boys.
then Hardy
Yeah.
Boys. I love Lita so much. She
Lita
was
was great.
so good, and she had a little
But
bit of that
Stacey
thong
Keibler
showing
and Tori
in her
Wilson.
thing. Like that was such a '90s
Thong,
deal with
yeah.
all, like the
thong,
thong
thong.
song and everything. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's there you go, Cole. A little bit kind
Keith
of on
Hernandez
Jordan,
just
you
hit a
didn't say
3-run
yours.
homer.
Who's your old?
Lita.
Lita was your favorite.
Lita was my favorite.
Ah.
Yeah, I liked her, and Trish Stratus was pretty cool too.
Craig, did you just look up Lita?
No, I just what Cam told me.
But we do have a real question here
He has
from
a nipple. That's what he's. Just
we have
pointing.
from our frenemies over at the Brew Interviews.
Yeah,
Frenemies.
Robbie, I'm assuming, says
Rabby Rib.
I am a big movie fan. especially horror movies. But to me, there are a lot of overrated movies that everyone seems to love. What are some movies that you think are overrated and not as good as everyone says? The ones I get shit for every time for not liking are Inception, the Godfather movies, and Avatar.
Oh my gosh.
So what?
I think all those movies he mentioned are overrated.
I'll say all of
Are
them
you
are
kidding?
overrated
The
except for The
Godfathers?
Godfather.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
I
Those
wrote
are
on
so
my
good.
list that the Godfather movies are overrated.
They're not.
I don't like them.
I would agree that
Solidarity.
Avatar's overrated.
Avatar's overrated.
Yes.
Inception to me is overrated.
I like
I like
Inception.
100%. The Avatar, when it came out, I enjoyed it.
No.
Inception,
You're wrong.
rewatch, it's still okay. I didn't love it.
You're wrong.
It was, okay. Anyways, also, if we're talking about overhyped, Beatles, super overhyped.
That's a.
As
that's
in
a-
the band?
Yeah.
We're talking about movies.
I know, but just had to
I
get
don't know
that
if we
out.
can be friends
I
anymore.
had to get that out there.
I've told you this before.
Yeah, and you know Mozart, he sucked.
Nah, he's my shit.
Guys, what are?
Play the crickets.
I don't think I have crickets.
Chirp, 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 chirp. Anything by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Shyamalan.
I think one of the most overrated movies of all time is Garden State.
I've
Okay.
never seen it, but I do love
Here's
Zach
the reason
Braff.
why I'll
seen it
say
either.
I don't think it's overrated because I don't think it's really rated.
It is rated. It's like
Really? I don't
everyone's
think people-
favorite quote unquote indie
Oh,
movie.
really?
I
Because
think-
I thought
I
people just
think
didn't
it's
care about that
PG-13.
movie.
And it's so
Oh my god.
it's so not good.
Here's the thing. I enjoy it, but it's also because I'm a plebeian.
Yeah.
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 For those of you at home that don't know, I'm an idiot. That's what a plebeian
Yeah.
is. I wrote down the Godfather movies, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yep. Not good.
It's a Wonderful Life. I think is so
Oh
freaking
my
overrated.
God.
I like It's a
People love
Wonderful
that
Life.
movie, and I'm like, why?
Oh.
This movie is awful.
Wizard of Oz,
I like it.
overrated.
I
No.
haven't seen it enough to know. if
Wizard
it's
of Oz is
overrated.
not overrated.
No, Wizard of Oz is
the-
incredible.
But one that I'll get a lot.
But
of,
you're allowed to have the opinion.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
just disagree with you.
Agreed.
How do you feel about this?
You're allowed
one?
to have the opinion. You're
I-
wrong, but you're allowed to have your opinion.
Sci-fi opinion right here. Blade Runner, super overrated.
I agree with that.
Super
I think it's
overrated.
so overrated, and I think Rocky is extremely overrated.
I like the original Rocky for the story of Sylvester
Didn't like
Stallone
it.
writing it himself. And
Oh,
then,
did he write it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
the story behind that
Ah.
is like he was basically like no money to his name. He wrote the script and like they bought the script, but he's like
A real
I
Ben
wanna-
Affleck, Matt Damien story. Matt Damien.
Matt Damien. Yeah, and he was like, "No, I want to be." In
I
it.
like that better.
Matt Damien.
Yeah, but he was like, "No, I'm going to
Yeah,
star in it.
no.
I want this." Yeah,
And he like you
it
gotta
got
give it
bounced
to him.
from studio to studio until someone actually did it.
So you
I
think-
think it's awesome.
So you think Garden State, Cam?
Yep.
What do you think, Krager? You said the Godfather movies, but what else?
He said
Okay,
the Beatles.
The Beatles, but movie-wise.
They are overrated. Movie wise, honestly, I think there's a lot of overrated movies. But then again,
Citizen
like,
Kane.
never seen it.
Yeah. You know what I think is overrated? I think that Clockwork Orange is really overrated, too.
Never seen it.
I'm like, what the...
There's
Why are you throwing
a lot
Stanley under the bus?
I
Man?
know, but I love
Clockwork
Stanley
Orange
Kubrick.
has a lot
Because
of
I like The Shining.
uncomfortable moments.
That's why it's good.
I don't know if uncomfortable
Honestly,
automatically makes a good
I'm
movie.
gonna think of one later that's gonna bug the crap out of me. But
Yeah.
I definitely like. I have a little bit different taste than most. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like
Does it taste like beef?
no. But also like I'm also kind of weird where like the lows don't hit as low for me because like I go in with low expectations. You know, and, like I give everyone their process. It's more
Yeah.
like I think nowadays like. The movies that win all the awards. I'm actually stealing this from Jason Modell. He said this.
You
on-
mean David Modell or Jason Galbraith?
Damn it, David Modell.
You turn them into one human being.
David Modell.
Yes.
He said this like he doesn't watch any of. He used to watch all the.
Oh, I don't watch any of the Oscar movies either.
Yeah, he doesn't watch them. They're all extremely overrated.
I
and
get
they-
so
I
disappointed.
feel like it's like I can't remember what some show did this. Where it's like, oh, we don't get it, so it must be amazing. Like I feel like that's the movies now. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to be just as weird and out there and fucked up as possible.
No, but even things that are like the hype around La La Land was crazy. When I finally watched it, I was like, that wasn't as good as
I
everyone
heard
said
it was a good movie, but because it was so overhyped,
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
probably
as
the
good.
hype that just wrecked me on it.
Same with
You know, it
um,
wrecked it for me when Ryan Gosling, the white guy, told John Legend, the black guy, about jazz.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
Hold on.
that's allowed.
What?
That's
That-
allowed. Back to the Future. Come on, Michael J. Fox.
Oh, that's like when
Johnny B. Good.
that's like when a white guy is put in for football over a black guy when he's not as good.
and he's
Oh
not,
wait, that
and
was
he's
Ryan
not-
Gosling too.
And he's not a quarterback.
Come on, sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah. Joe, do you have an overrated movie?
Again, anything by M. Night.
Shyamalan.
I don't think anything. I think that
I think
that the glass stuff, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
I think that was a good.
what was the
movie.
one about
Split.
the aliens?
Signs.
Signs.
That one wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah,
Eh.
Wasn't
Wasn't
bad.
great.
It wasn't bad.
yeah. It was a product of its time for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are there any horror films you think are overrated?
all of them.
Majority of
them.
horror films.
The
are overrated.
Insidious one.
And this is coming from someone who
Wait, hold on.
absolutely
Yeah.
loves horror
is
movies.
Insidious the one that has a lot of them? Insidious is that? Like,
Insidious does have a lot of them,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
those-
may be confusing it with Conjuring, which also has a
Conjuring has
lot
a
of
bunch.
them.
no,
yeah.
Insidious because it has the one
Darth Maul.
No,
Insidious says Darth Maul.
Ray Park's in it?
No. There's someone that looks like Darth Maul.
Oh.
The red monster guy.
Yeah.
no,
the
Insidious
monster
has that
that's
one
in the
white guy
painting
who's
thing,
in
yeah, or the
who's in
movie
18.
thing.
I haven't seen 18.
Oh, anyway, the one white guy who's in all that
The,
stuff.
the one with like the nun and
You're
everything
talking
is
about
Conjuring.
Patrick
Swayze.
No, he was in Watchmen. Yeah, he was in Watchmen.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. That was
That's-
Insidious.
Yeah,
I think.
Insidious.
Yeah. Mhm.
Sinister was really good. That one I slept with
Is that the
lights
one
on.
where the
It's
person
alright.
gets hit
Lawnmower,
Yeah, Ethan
Oh,
Hawke.
Yeah, no, it has Ethan Hawking in it.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Hawking.
Hawking.
Ethan Hawking.
There's an EDM guy whose name is Stephen Walking.
That's funny. Would you like to know what IMDb says is the top 10 most overrated movies?
Oh,
yes, I
yes.
didn't even know
I
they
would
had
love
that.
that.
Hey, Robbie, you're getting a lot for your money here.
Yeah, even though you're
okay.
a piece of crap.
So it's on IMDb,
NorCal
but it
crap.
kind of looks
Love
like it's written by someone who just wrote it.
Yeah.
But either way, it's on IMDb.
I hope it was written
It's
by
there.
someone
It's on
who wrote it.
IMDb.
And I'm already off board because of number one.
What is
No,
number
it's
one?
called Overboard, and it had Anna Faris in it. Or no,
Anna
Anna
Farts.
Faris?
It's
Yeah.
Anna Farts.
Number one is Goodfellas.
Oh, that's your third favorite
I
movie of all
actually
time.
like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
No,
though.
we all
Goodfellas is
love.
good.
We
Yeah.
all love. He watches it 50 times a year.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like 50 Shades of Grey, just 50 Shades of Goodfellas.
50 Shades of Ray Liotta.
Have you seen what Ray Liotta looks like nowadays?
He
Probably
looks
weird.
bad.
Not look
Yeah,
good.
probably really weird.
Have you guys seen the SNL skit about his commercial about quitting cigarettes?
No.
Very
Yes.
funny.
It's great.
Number two was Gone with the Wind from
That-
1939.
I can see that.
I've never seen it.
I finally watched it because it's one of Madison's favorite movies. It's long. I'll tell you that.
long. It's
I
long.
actually enjoyed most of it. I would probably never watch it again, though.
Yeah.
Number three is Citizen Kane.
Yeah, I'll put
See,
that up there.
I've never watched that one.
Citizen
Me
Kane
neither.
is only so renowned because of all of the groundbreaking techniques that
That aren't groundbreaking anymore.
Eddie Marcusine,
Yeah.
it quote unquote invented them for
Yeah.
American movies, even though it's totally a ripoff from German expressionism. But
Yeah.
that's fine.
Das Boot.
Number
All
four.
right, Cam.
Number four is Titanic.
Yes,
I can
put
see
that up there.
I did not like Titanic when I watched
Movie
it.
sucks.
There's
Yeah.
a quote here that says, "They meet, they have sex, boat sinks, he dies, she dies. Movie over."
Yeah.
Well, it was lame because I saw that twist coming the whole
sounds
way.
like Rocky. If she dies, she dies.
Yeah, I saw the twist coming the whole way.
I actually listened.
I was like, the
I
boat's totally
I
gonna
was
sink.
listening to,
Yeah, who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
I was listening to one of the radio stations today, and someone was saying he knew someone who went into Titanic not knowing that it was a historical
Oh
film.
my God,
And she's
that's
like, "This is a great
terrible.
romantic movie." Oh, that turned south fast.
And you know what's sad is that person probably has a driver's license. Okay, what's the next one?
Number five is Clerks.
Oh,
You know what?
I
It's-
disagree.
I think it's a little overrated.
It is a little overrated for its cult classic hype that has.
It
But
has
I
people.
guess.
Yes,
That's a similar thing to Rocky for me. I like the story of making Clerks.
Mhm.
yeah,
A
it's,
lot.
the story of making it is better than the movie itself.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's still
Okay.
such a good movie, though.
Yeah.
Number six is the movie Traffic from the year 2000.
I feel like I've seen it. Is that the one with
No, I'm thinking of Crash.
Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman?
I'm
and
thinking of
Denzel
I was thinking of
Washington?
Crash.
No, Traffic. Who's in it? Ben Affleck. So,
I thought weren't they looking for their
it was
chapstick?
people. Traffic.
Looking for my chapstick.
Getting kind of bored. Hey,
There's a Ford Maverick.
This movie
Malibu's
stars,
most wanted, ladies and gentlemen.
This movie stars Benicio del Toro,
Benicio del Toro was in it.
Emilio Rivera, Michael Douglas. I don't know.
So
It
this
won
isn't-
Best Picture.
What's the movie? I thought there was a movie where some white famous actor from the 90s gets stuck in a taxi.
Tom
and-
Cruise.
I don't know, but then he gets stuck on a freeway and he's trying to get. Never mind. I thought that
Speed?
was Traffic. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
Number seven is Dances with Wolves.
I never seen that one.
I like that movie.
I
with
thought
Kevin
it was-
Costner.
I thought that was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Number
You mean-
eight.
You mean live action Avatar?
Number eight
Oh, wow.
is an
Whoa.
animated Avatar.
Whoa. You just broke the glass right there.
Well,
Oh,
animated Avatar is Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
And Pocahontas is just animated real
Wow,
life.
who would have thought James Cameron doesn't create original content?
Hey, Cam,
But
tell us how you feel about James Cameron.
He's a dick.
But Pocahontas is historical.
And not the Disney one.
Yeah, it is. They were totally a talking tree.
Dude, it's
what's
verbatim.
the next one, Joe?
Number 8 is Forrest Gump.
Whoa! I can see that though why it's overrated. I could definitely see how
There's a
people
lot of
think
hype
it's
around
overrated.
it.
There is a lot of hype around it, and
love that
honestly,
movie.
the movie, unless you grew up with it, probably doesn't matter to you.
I fucking hate this person.
Number 9, Wall-E.
Oh,
Wow.
going after Pixar.
No, Wall-E's a great movie.
You know what? Wall-E's probably one of my least favorite Pixar movies, though. So you know what? I'll let it slide.
Number 10, billed as one of the biggest cult movies ever. It could probably spawn its own religion. And
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
in all honesty, don't know why. Number 10 is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I knew it.
It's not a good movie,
No.
but I love it.
I've never seen it.
I'll watch
Okay,
it with
well,
you.
that's a good list. I like
I'll
that.
probably
You know
watch it
what?
with
One
Morgan.
movie that people may say is overrated that I do not agree with is Casablanca.
I like Casablanca.
I love
can watch it.
Casablanca.
Yeah, I like Casablanca too.
It's
Never
great.
seen it.
It's
I am
great.
uncultured, I guess.
It's great. And you know what movie I just saw for the first time? Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Loved it. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
You ever seen Shirani and Clyde?
No.
Have you ever seen
Anyway.
The Highwayman?
No, I want to watch that though because
Joe, didn't you tell me it wasn't as good as it looked?
I haven't even seen it yet.
you know
So that
who is
wasn't me.
watching it though. WTF is on Netflix is going to be covering Highwaymen.
Oh,
coming up pretty
really?
soon. Yeah. And they're covering something first.
We can watch Low Men.
We could watch Highwaymen.
Have you seen The Hateful Eight?
No.
Way.
Yes.
No,
So-
Quentin Tarantino's so overrated.
He
I
is.
love
He totally
Quentin
is.
Tarantino.
I love him, but he's super overrated. The only reason
Um,
he's rated so high is because he's one of the only directors right now with a style.
That's
And
true.
so
Also-
we get excited, but no one else has a fucking
Also,
style.
he's
That's
like
true.
super like crazy. Like if someone's cell phone goes off, no matter what their level, they're fired.
Honestly, that's a good rule in film.
Yeah.
You
So
the
what were you
worst
gonna-
thing is can have a shot ruined by someone's ringtone.
What were you going to say
or-
about Hateful Eight?
Well, if you saw, it was re-added to Netflix as an
Oh.
extended version,
Cool.
but it was done
Oh.
differently.
So it's 6 hours long.
well, the thing is,
6 hour.
it's not one movie. They broke it up
Oh.
into 3 episodes,
I
and
like
I gotta
that.
be honest, it was an excellent way to watch a movie.
I like
I
that
watched
a little bit more.
3 the 3 parts of it on 3 separate occasions, basically on 3 separate nights as I was going to sleep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go first.
No, I was going to say, did the second and third episode start with, last time on Hateful Eight? We saw Samuel
no.
L. Jackson yell at some people.
It starts the episode after starts with the last
Scene of
5
the
minutes
one. Mhm.
from the first episode.
That's
But
cool.
it was actually a great way to watch a movie. I thought it was a
Okay,
great
a
idea.
movie.
I
Hold
wish
on.
they would do it more.
If they have 6 hours of Hateful Eight, we better be getting
No.
a 9-hour end game.
I'm
no,
joking
it's
about
basically
that.
3 hours because
Yeah.
it's an hour per episode.
Oh,
I was joking about
you
6
said-
hours. I said 6 hours as a joke. 'cause He
Oh.
said an
Yeah, yeah.
extended version. It's already a really
we
long
better
movie.
get a 4-hour version of Endgame.
No, wait. It's an extra 6 minutes of content. It's all it's going to be
That's
on this.
all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even like real
and also,
stuff. It's
and,
a
al- and,
deleted
al- and,
scene.
also like probably 2 to 3 of those minutes are just gonna be the scene with that girl from 13 Reasons Why.
Is that a joke or a real thing?
No, like the 13 Reasons.
Yeah.
That show. You haven't heard about this? It's like all over. Yeah. So it was like a year and a half ago. It was like announced that like she was going to be in Endgame, and everyone was freaking out when she wasn't in Endgame.
Yeah.
So you remember how in Infinity War when Thanos snaps and he goes to the Soul Stone
Yes.
universe and he
Yes,
sees young
little girl,
young
little
Gamora.
Gamora, yeah.
The same thing was going to happen with Tony, and the 13 Reasons girl is going to play an older Morgan,
Oh.
and he was going to talk to her there.
Oh, 13 Reasons
Hey, you know
was going to
what?
play an older Gangan?
You know what? That may actually be the deleted scene that they play in it, because that sounds like a pretty big
Well, no,
deleted scene.
Older Gan is Gran.
No, that's rumored to be the after credit scene for the new Endgame release.
Yes.
But when Endgame comes out with I'm saying their director's cut, we better get at least another half an hour.
I don't
plus.
think they'll have a director's cut.
I don't think so either.
Let's start moving through some of this stuff a little bit faster.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of like
we're dragging. Sorry, listeners,
Lags
but that's
a
what
bit.
we do here.
we're being lax.
We got a lot to talk about.
All right, I got something for you guys to ponder. Why do they call it an asteroid when it's outside the hemisphere? Let me start that over.
Yeah.
Why do they call it an asteroid when it's outside the hemisphere, but call it a hemorrhoid when it's in your butt?
Tune in tomorrow on Tuesday for our second edition of Around Table. Come listen to us talk for a long time.
So if you could just come back tomorrow, we'll be here. This still it's because it's long, so we thought we'd just cut it in half and serve it up twice. It's kind of like the special of the week. Serve twice. You might like it, you might not. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.